Hi neighbor, my name is Hannah. Welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hippie Me. Welcome to my bathroom. We are here because we're gonna do some makeup. I wanted to talk to you guys about a topic because I kind of don't know how to feel about it and I'd like some opinions. I have a variety of feelings. I often feel mixed when it comes to topics. And I also recently picked up a new eyeshadow palette by a brand that I've just never tried before. I have heard good reviews about this palette, so when I saw it at Burlington for a discounted price, I thought that I might pick it up, bring it home, try out this brand for the first time. I've heard good things, so I wanted to see what it's all about myself. So if you're into that, stick around, discuss with me what's going on. What else do I need to say? I'm doing a giveaway. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give $100 away to one of my subscribers. So if you want to be considered for that giveaway, please subscribe to my channel, write your Instagram in a comment below, and then go follow me on Instagram at Pretty Hippie Me, so that eventually if you were to win the $100, I could contact you on Instagram and we can arrange that. If you want to just subscribe to my channel without entering the giveaway, that's cool too. So the palette I'm trying out is PUR Crystal Clear. It is a ultimate face palette. I've already done my face like base makeup. I forgot honestly that this was a whole like face palette. What I've really heard the great reviews about is PUR's eyeshadow formula anyways. So I figure I'll try out the good stuff, you know? Sorry, I'm doing a lot. It was completely sealed when I got it at Burlington, thank God. I'm excited to give it a shot. I'm about to film a video with a very autumnal theme, so I think I'm just gonna go for an autumnal type of look. So it's like a book style, the palette. When you open it up, it says your beauty is crystal clear. So in the middle, you've got some blushes and highlights and contours. And on the sides, you've got definitely a lot of eyeshadows, but also I think in the middle here, more blushes and more contours and highlights and stuff. So this is how it looks. Get a lot for your money. I got it for $13.99 at Burlington, but it was originally priced for $38 with a value of $436. PUR wants you to know. Thank you, PUR. I'll point out, I'm realizing this whole side is matte and this whole side has some kind of shimmer to it. Some of them are like these chunkier glitters and some of them are a little more subtle shimmers, but I like that. The only thing I will point out, which is a little bit concerning, but I'm not sure, is this shade Affectionate here, second from the edge. It has some like splotches in it. It's got some colorful, lighter color splotches in the shade, which I'm not sure if it's supposed to be there, like some kind of effect, or if it's just like old and moldy. So I'm gonna avoid that one. So I'm gonna film a video where I'm trying on some clothes, so I don't wanna have it be too crazy, but I do want to try a lot of these out. They look really pretty. I will just let my brushes go where they please, I suppose. I'm an artiste, guys. Sorry. I'm doing a lot. I'm caffeinated today. I'm going to start with Dawn in my crease. So I know that this channel is all about fashion, makeup, and life in general. Subscribers will know. But honestly, most of my YouTube content that I watch is the late night TV shows, but just during the daytime because I work evenings. So I don't usually get to actually see the shows on TV. Also, I don't have cable because I have Netflix, please. So I'll watch like Trevor Noah and Seth Meyers and Stephen Colbert the morning after the show on YouTube and kind of while I'm getting ready for work and stuff. I'll see what happened the previous day in the world. And one of the things that Trevor Noah recently reported on in a video is that Instagram is changing their rules so that no negative comments are allowed. Basically, they're gonna have some kind of an AI detector on comments to try to tell what's a negative comment and warn the person who's making the comment, like, hey, this might be a negative comment and it might get blocked, to reduce cyberbullying, I guess. So the comments that are negative, if the commenter decides to go ahead and comment it anyway, it gets kind of held in a separate folder, I guess, under the post. The person who made the post doesn't see it right away, but they do have the option to like go to the folder and open the folder and see the negative comments that were held for review, basically. We have that on YouTube as well. YouTube creators have like a held for review folder with comments that seem like they might be suspicious or offensive in some way. So far, so good with this. You can see that I was layering it up a ton. I just always do a lot of layers of everything, but also I think that this color is just super close to the color of my eyelids. So, I mean, it's pigmented for the color that it is, which is very close to the color that's already on my face. So I built it up a little bit so that it can be seen. So it looks good. I'm gonna do another shade. I think I'm going to use Fine Wine also in my crease and just kind of give it a little bit of color. I have a slightly more pointed, it used to be, brush that I got recently. So yeah, I think that this rule change is interesting and I don't know how to feel about it. In the video, Trevor Noah raised some good points about like, can AI tell what's a joke or sarcasm or not? And to me, probably not. That can go both ways. Like the way that Trevor Noah described it in his video was people who like sarcastically comment, oh, it's so brave of you to post this selfie. Where like brave is a positive word, but in that way, it's like a negative way of using it, right? The same can be said for like positive comments. Like I know friends who like comment to each other like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous, I hate it. Like something like that. Like it uses the word hate, but it's more of like a self-deprecating joke comment than like an actual like I hate you comment. So like I don't know if AI is like it's going to be able to tell all of those differences and subtleties in tone. Okay, I hope this is coming out okay on camera. I think it's working. Now this is not super duper pigmented, but it's also building up really nicely and I kind of like the subtlety of it. This is the first time I've had an eyeshadow, especially a matte, where I understand because it's actually doing the thing. I understand what people mean where they're like, it's not super pigmented when you put it down, but it builds up. This is actually doing it. So that's one thought, one thing about it. And AI learns over time. That's a big part of how AI and bots and stuff work. So it could be one of those things where like at first they're really, really bad and then it gets better. It's annoying that whenever there's a change like this, we always have to go through a first stage of everything just being awful. I'm loving this. These are great mattes. So I'm gonna start in my outer corner with Debutante because it's like a much deeper version of Fine Wine. So hopefully the colors will look nice together. Trevor was also suggesting, and I don't think that I would feel this way, but he was saying like when you put all the bad comments together in a box that you have to review, wouldn't it kind of make people more curious about it and make them more interested in seeing those comments? And isn't that kind of, in a way, like a megaphone for those toxic comments? I mean, it depends on the type of person you are, I think. For me, I don't, like, I'm okay not seeing a bunch of negative comments. I don't have to see that, that's fine. But where that can kind of backfire is when these definitions of what's a negative comment is a little bit loose, or when like the AI doesn't really understand. And so first of all, like I said, there'll be this first phase of like teaching the AI what's actually negative or not. So you have to go in and go through those comments one after another so you can pick out, oh, this isn't actually a hate comment, it's just, you know, a funny sarcastic joke or something, and I'll allow that comment. But I have to scroll through 10 that are actually mean in order to find that one that, oh, this was a mistake, let me allow that to be posted. You know what I mean? Or if you're somebody with mental health struggles like myself, you might be in a depressive mood, and if you see that, you know, blocked folder of blocked comments is just filling up with mean comments, that really might do something bad to your mental health, even if you have all of these positive comments outweighing them. That doesn't matter when you're in a depressive state, you know. I like this. but I do think that all these three colors are pairing together really nicely so far. Okay, I think I'm gonna move over to the shimmer side. I can fold this like this, and I can still hold it like a book. That's why I'm gonna keep that plastic separation there. Okay, now I'm going to go in with XOXO as a shimmer on my lid. The other place where that like negative comment envelope can kind of backfire, I like that. Ooh, that's a great color. Is when, I don't know if you've heard about cancel culture, but you know, cancel culture I have like mixed opinions about, and I kind of agree with the way that Smokey Glow and Luke Alexander and a lot of other people put it. We're not like just out here looking for reasons to ruin people's lives. It's more like we want to hold people accountable when they do bad stuff, because oftentimes their fans are too young to realize it. So other adult people have to point it out and be like, yo, that's not cool. So when there are reasonable reasons for someone to receive criticism, now on their Instagram, they're not gonna see it, potentially. And I don't know if that means that people just need to really like expertly craft their comments in such a way that the AI just doesn't pick it up, or if it means that anybody who's just genuinely expressing their concern could end up filtered out and not seen by the person that they're trying to express their concern to. And oftentimes, there's valid concerns that need to be expressed. I don't know if you've heard of like Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, people who have been canceled for like important and valid reasons because they and their content are very offensive to groups. And if people can't tell them that, because nobody knows everything, sometimes people just don't realize when their content is being offensive. I'm not sure about Shane and Jeffree. I'm not saying that necessarily about Shane and Jeffree, but there are certainly people out there who probably have said something offensive and just don't realize it and need to hear it. Like if I ever say something offensive, or if I ever say something like that, and I certainly don't intend to, but if I do, like you can tell me and I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, like you're supposed to, Jeffree. Ooh. I'm realizing that these are both like olive green. Okay, I think the shimmers are looking nice. And they're blending pretty well into the mattes, which I appreciate. But I'm gonna do what I usually do, which is after I put a shimmer on the whole lid, I go back in with the matte just to keep them a little more defined. Just to make sure that the shimmer doesn't like fall out all over the matte and then the matte disappears, is what I mean. So basically what I'm saying is I think that this rule, it's probably well intended to prevent cyberbullying, but I think it can be easily gotten around, or it can have negative side effects that they weren't intending, or at the same time that it prevents like cyberbullying and hate speech, it can also prevent people from being held accountable who need to hear comments from people who are concerned about their behavior or who have like valid criticism for them. Yeah, I am loving this. This is turning out great. I'm very happy with how these shadows are working together like a team. I'm going to put red carpet somewhere somehow. Ooh, okay. So this is like a real deal. I might need glitter glue type of glitter. So I've got like this much on my brush. This camera really does not want to focus for me today. I think that people who are trolls and who just want to go around leaving mean comments will continue to do so, either by making them sarcastic or coded in some way that the AI can't really detect, or by just writing just as mean comments, you know, letting them go to the blocked folder. Then the creator will eventually have to read through that. Might not, I don't know, it depends on the personality of the creator. They totally might not ever look through it. But I think in the first stage, while the AI is learning, they're still gonna see the comments and they're gonna have to go through and filter what is actually a mean comment or not. There's also, I think, potential for people to raise like a freedom of speech argument here. So there's always that. It's hard whenever you do censorship stuff, because There is absolutely a value in trying to get people to be nice to each other. Like, it's a good intention, I think, but it's really hard to make people be nice to each other through rules and regulations rather than just through like good parenting and stuff and having nice morals. Now, I'm not usually a glitter putting on type of person, and this is part of why, because it just, to me, it's not as like blended and cohesive of a look. It looks like I just slapped some glitter on, you know, and for me, I'm like, it's not my favorite look, but it's already on and I'm not taking it off. So that's better. A little glitter top coat. I like a shimmer more than I like glitter, I think I'm realizing. So yeah, I think that people aren't really gonna enjoy a corporation, aka Instagram / Facebook / Mark Zuckerberg telling people what they can say or not. Especially because just the English language is constantly evolving, especially on the internet, and it's so subjective, and it's really hard to censor people without violating freedom of speech. I don't think that people are like free to do hate speech, but it's really hard to classify hate speech a lot of the times when you're relying on an AI or a bot to do that, which is undoubtedly what's going to happen on this website. So I already have blush on my face because I forgot that this was a face palette, but I think I can use one of the highlighters to highlight my eye look. I think I'm gonna go pop the champagne. And it is subtle. Oh, that is a subtle highlight, if ever I did see one. Okay, it looks better in the inner corner. You know what? I like this because, again, it's buildable. I have had some shadows that I've recently been using for my highlighter that has just come off so strong, and then when I try to blend it out and tone it down, it's like really difficult to do that. So I like the fact that, yeah, this starts out soft, but you can build it up, which is awesome. This is actually probably very practical for everyday highlight. Okay, so that's nice. Last eyeshadow thing, I'm going to put Fine Wine on my lower lash line as a little liner. Okay, so I just thought that I was recording, but I wasn't when I was putting on my lower lash line. But while I was doing this lower lash line, I thought I was discussing something with you that I just want to throw in here. There have been a lot of algorithm changes recently on Instagram. I'm using Maybelline Master Precise All Day Liquid Liner. If you didn't notice, there was a certain Instagram story by a certain makeup boy about it recently, which got a little bit of attention, calling out Instagram for some changes because his engagement dropped significantly. I wonder if this rule change is going to also impact engagement and algorithm and stuff like that. And I think that there's two sides to the coin on that issue. You have a community of influencers on Instagram, and you also have normal everyday people who aren't trying to make a career out of posting photos. Certainly the influencers can see it as like all engagement is good engagement. You know, having the filter of the negative comments can lower their engagement, which could have a bad algorithmic effect on their accounts, which then impacts their livelihoods. And honestly, I'm surprised that more people haven't been talking about this change as a result. But honestly, this is probably a positive thing for everyday people who are not trying to make a career out of Instagram and who just don't want like random hate speech when they post a photo of their cute baby, you know? So it's hard. It's hard to figure out if this is like truly a good step or if it's like a band-aid over the problem, the situation, which is people are just being jerks online. What we need to change is not people being able to see their jerky comments. We need to change people leaving those comments. And that's a much larger like societal thing, and I don't think that Instagram can do anything about that, you know, about people's morals. I don't really consider myself like an influencer, especially on Instagram. I don't post enough, and the stuff that I do post is bad. I'm sorry. Thank you for those of you who do follow me though and who do pay attention, because when I post life updates, it's always really nice to have you guys comment and say hello. So I still feel like I'm in the everyday average Joe category of not really wanting hate comments of my picture of my cat, you know, but looking at it from the sense of wanting to grow my career on YouTube and stuff, I do wonder how it's going to impact influencers financially. Is this really a solution to anything, or is it just a band-aid? And even as a band-aid, is it an effective band-aid over the problem of internet bullying and hate speech? You know, I don't know that it is. Wow, my wings are coming out better today than they have for a long time. I have to try to make this one equal the other one a little bit more. Okay, that's good for me. I have my Benefit Roller Lash, which I've been using for like 6 weeks now, and it's fine, you know. I don't think it quite lived up to its product description with the amount of lift and curl it's supposed to give my lashes. But I also have pretty thick, straight out, like flat lashes. So, you know, I give this credit for trying. If you have suggestions for a mascara that's good for curl and lift on like thick, flat lashes, let me know. Makeup takes a long time. I know what I want. Hold on, I just need to find it. I think it's in the other room. Yeah, it was in my purse. This is the Bite lipstick that I got from my TJ Maxx haul, like, I don't know, 10 videos ago or something. It's this nice, like, reddish brown, which I think will look nice with this look. So. It's a little separated. Oh, this is a great color though. Yeah. I love this color. It's like dark and autumnal, but because of the red tones in it, it doesn't like suck all the color out of my face. I like this. Okay, so here's the actual ending look. I hope you like. I think that this PUR palette is, honestly, this might be my new go-to palette. It's been the BH palette for a while, but honestly, I've been getting a little bored with the BH, what was it? BH Sylvia Gani. I've been getting a little bored with it, and this has a lot more options, and the mattes are better. Not a lot of kickback either, which I really appreciate. I think because it's a little less pigmented and a little more buildable, I'm growing into the glitter look. Like, it's cute, it's cool, and the shimmer was nice. It's not as shimmery as I've seen some other shimmers be, but it's okay. It doesn't need to be like a borderline glitter in order to be a shimmer. And I think that for a professional person who just wants a little bit of light and a little bit of shine, then this level of like slightly more subtle shimmer might be really good for you. Also, the highlight I like. I do still like that it's a little more subtle, a little more buildable. So that's like a summary of PUR eyeshadow, I guess, based on this palette at least, which I hope it's a good representation. The colors are a little more subtle, a little bit more buildable. So I think that for an everyday palette, everyday working person, that's probably the ideal type of eyeshadow to have. It gives you more control over your end result look, which, like, I'm loving this. So, good morning, happy fall, everybody. So yeah, let me know what you think about Instagram changing their policies, about the negative comments. Are you more of someone who's trying to be an influencer or more of like an average Joe? And does that influence your perspective on the issue? if you think that it might impact the algorithm, if you care about the algorithm or not. Let me know if you think there's a freedom of speech issue. I really want to get some perspectives on this besides my own. So yeah, that's the video. I'm very happy with how this look came out. I'll list my base products in the description because I didn't show those on camera because otherwise this video would have been so long. But if you like how the rest of the face looks too, that'll be there for you. Thank you so much for watching this long video. I hope that you enter my giveaway. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll give away 100 American dollars to one of my subscribers. So all you have to do to be entered for that is subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave your Instagram in a comment below, and then go follow me on Instagram at prettyhippieme so you can be entered and I can contact you if you win. I also hope that you check out my video description for a link to go register to vote if you're a United States citizen. Make sure that you are registered to vote for this very important election and be part of your democracy and make sure that your voice is heard. Every single vote counts. Every single vote counts this fall. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you and your time and the fact that you are spending so much time here with me. So much love. Bye. Please let me know how you feel, what you think about, it's on my list. I'm so glad I saw that. Okay. Everything? Oh my God. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Please let me know how you feel, what you think about the Instagram rule change with the negative comments. My God, this lipstick will not stop. Okay.